See if Facebook is working. As many of you who have been with me for many times, you know that Facebook lags, and I always start the show with that. I don't know. I wish that I had something better to tell you to start the show, but unfortunately, that's the reality of streaming. So we really need to kind of like make sure everything is working, all the electronics are connected, and they are. So we can start with the show. Again, welcome into Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. I'm glad that you're here this evening. I don't know if you remembered last week that I told you that we were going into that area of the winter that is kind of like the winter doldrums, and the weather has been really, really bad, at least where I am. So I hope it's been better where you are. But the thing about the winter doldrums is that you really want to pull yourself out of them. So how do you do it? Well, I dress kind of like in a very spring-like way. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. And so I dressed in a very spring-like way. And we've got pieces tonight in the show that are absolutely incredible for you. Because the things that we have are colorful, they're delightful. And not only that, we've got such a big range of prices. We've got anything from $54 all the way to $5,400. But even better for you, we actually have discounts that range anywhere from $20 to $2,300. So be prepared to be pulled out of those winter doldrums with some colorful, fabulous pieces at incredible, incredible values. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about Carroll's Jewelers. Carroll's Jewelers, for whom I'm doing this show, by the way, I have to also tell you that I am being compensated. Carroll's Jewelers, for whom I'm doing this show, is really one of Florida's most trusted and established independent jewelry stores. They have been around for almost a century. They have also been in their current location, which is on the main street of Fort Lauderdale, which is Las Olas Boulevard, for over 60 years. So this is the jeweler that you can trust. And if by any chance you're not familiar with Carroll's and you say, you know what, I'm not really even familiar with streaming, but I might take a chance on a piece or two, what I would tell you is don't worry. If by any chance you get it home, one of the things that you can do is if you decide that it's not for you, you can have 60 days to return it. Now that means that you must return it in the original packaging, the original condition, and with the original tag on it. But if you do all of those things, you won't have a problem at all. So let me tell you a little bit about the platform. If you're watching me on Instagram, by the way, a little code is going to be over my head. That code will allow you to, if you click that code, or actually, I'm sorry, not click that code. If you put that code into the chat function, you will be DM'd or direct messaged. Luke said hello to everybody, just in case you can't read that. And Luke is one of the proprietors of Carroll's Jewelers. So let me think what I was talking about. So Instagram, if there's a code over my head, put that into the chat. And what happens is that you will get a link sent to you via direct message. And that direct message will allow you to see everything in the show. If you're watching on this platform, which includes, I believe, Facebook, you should be seeing icons literally down one side or the other. I believe they are kind of on this side. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Those actually allow you to interact with the show, and I really hope you do. Earlier, if you noticed, somebody was sending me those hearts. The top one is a little heart. You press the heart button, and I will know that you like what I'm saying. You like one of the pieces that I'm talking about. The next one down looks like a little shopping bag, and that's because, and thank you for whoever is doing that right now. And that little shopping bag is really a fabulous, fabulous tool for you. If you click that shopping bag, it will pull up everything I have in the show. And if you go through, you can actually literally go at your own leisure. You can see everything, even the stuff that's at the very end of the show. Or if I've gone beyond something and you want to go back to it, click that shop button, and that shop button will allow you to get back to it. Next down from that is three little dots. Those three little dots allow you to share this. If you have friends who love jewelry, if you have friends who really would love a phenomenal, phenomenal value, click that and it will allow you to share that. And finally, just like Luke did a little comment there, you can comment. I would love to know where you're watching from. I would love to know your name. All you need to do is go into the bottom. There is a little lozenge-shaped thing. If you click on that, that will allow you to comment. Just put in your name, where you are watching from, and we are going to have a fun time. So let's get started. I am going to put the first piece up right now. And when I talk about colorful, this is truly one of the most colorful and one of the most unique pieces. This is a gorgeous starfish bangle bracelet. I'm going to get my face out of there so you can see it. Look at the color. Look at the fun. This is that cruise wear piece. This is that piece that if you want to take it on vacation, if you just need to pick up from the winter doldrums, this is definitely going to do it. This is done in sterling silver. This is all hand enameled. What you're looking at here is also cubic zirconia in these little stars. So you've got a little bit of sparkle, you've got a little bit of pop. Again, all of this is hand enameled. Look at all of the different colors of enamel. Each one of them needs to be applied by hand. Each one of them takes a while to actually dry. And so this is something that is truly a unique piece. This is by a company called Belle Étoile, and I'm going to show you the back because you know that I always tell you that one of the ways that a jeweler, you've all done this. You've gone into a jeweler, you've taken him a piece of jewelry, and he's immediately flipped over to look at the back. Why? Well, he also wants to look at the carat mark, he wants to look at different signs, but he also wants to see how the piece is made. And indicators of a well-made piece are little things like this. It costs a lot of money to add this to a design. Look at the work here. This is all having to be cut out. This is all polished. This is all added in. It is a beautiful bangle, and it is even on the bottom. It is a hinged bangle with a little bit of a spring. So there's a little button here. You press this and you can open it. It clips and it clips shut. And then I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but it clicks shut. So it's going to be very secure. The item number here on this is 6101080. Now, I talked to you a little bit about some of the great values. This, if you go to shop for this in the store, I'm going to give you a really good close-up here. If you go to shop for this in the store, the retail price on this is $695. Tonight, for the live show, it's $495, which is a saving of approximately 28%. As I said, this is all sterling silver. It is plated over the top with rhodium and or platinum, which is a member of the platinum group metals family. They are some of the most expensive and durable metals, and they are also some of the most white metals. So you are getting that beautiful icy white sterling silver over the top with rhodium or platinum, and then you are getting all of this gorgeous color. Now, this is about 7/8 of an inch wide from side to side. I hope you can see that, 7/8 of an inch wide. I did show you the back plate. This will fit an average size wrist. So if you have a larger wrist, this may not be the piece for you. I do have something coming up in the show that will definitely work for you. But I just love the fun. I just love the color here. And again, if you do love the idea of the sea, if you do love the idea of, hey, you know what, I may not be able to take a vacation, but I'm going to take a jewelry staycation, this would be a great piece that you could actually have. It's going to be something that you can remember. Vacations are great, but the reality is that you're coming home at some point. That's why it's called a vacation. With something like this, if you wanted to take your money and instead of a vacation, stay at home and have a staycation or a jewelry staycation, then what you can have is literally for $495, this will be with you for the rest of your life. This is a beautiful enamel work. For those of you who are not familiar with enamel, enamel is a little bit like paint, but it's a mix of glass or epoxy and a variety of different things that they actually literally have to paint on here. And I'm going to show you the little flowers up close so you can see the little shells, the shell here, the scallop shell, the starfish. Beautiful pieces. Look at this one here with the green. The great thing about something like this is going to go with anything that you have in your wardrobe. If you decided that, hey, you know what, this is going to be my statement piece, wear all black, wear all white, and then you wear this, and this is a statement piece. But if you said, you know what, I want this to coordinate, what you might want to do is pick out one of the colors here, and maybe it's a purple, and accent your blouse with that, or accent your pants, or look for things with the same kind of idea. This is, as I said, going to have an average size wrist. It does have that gorgeous kind of European sensibility, that seaside French Riviera feel to it. And again, this is all hand-done enamel. All of this is requiring a tremendous amount of labor to actually hand paint something like this. All of the work on the back, this beautiful back plate, is something that requires a tremendous amount of labor, a tremendous amount of extra metal, if you will. Emma, sorry, I can't really read very well today. My contacts are not great, but it looks like Emelina Serrano said the design is so wonderful. It really is, Emelina. This is something that is, I think, truly unique. This is a piece that, and this is one of the things I love about Carroll's Jewelers. These are pieces that you're not going to see yourself coming and going, 5,000 people don't have these. This is something that when you wear it, it can truly be unique, truly be your own. And again, if you got a little extra money for the holidays and you said, you know what, not quite enough money for a staycation, $495 gets this home to you. And in the store, as I said, this is a sale. This is a price of $695. So you're getting 28% off of the normal retail price. Average size wrist. And I am going to put this down. Thank you for whoever is sending the hearts here. By the way, it also tapers down, which I really didn't tell you, but this is going to be make it extremely comfortable on your wrist. Big, bold, colorful look on the top, comfortable and easy to wear on the back. Very easy to get on and off. Simply press this button, open it. The spring will do all of the other work. Whoops, it's easy for me to say, right? The spring will do all of the other work. It will click shut, safe and sound, and you've got a gorgeous bracelet. Now, I am going to take this down because we have a matching earring that goes with it, and I want to spend a little time on that. But don't forget this. And again, if I've gone too far or you want to see something, if you want to see that again, literally just hit the shop button and you'll be able to go back. Luke says, Paula Churchill says, hello. Hello, Paula. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you see some things that are a little bit fun and pull you out of the winter doldrums just like they're pulling me out of. And Sherry says, hi. Hey, Sherry, how are you? I haven't, Sherry is somebody who has been with me for many, many years. And Renee, hello, Renee. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate that. So let's move on to the coordinating earrings. Now, I want to put these together so that you can see how beautifully these are and how beautifully these work together. Again, the same sterling silver, the same beautiful colors, the same hand-done enamel work. This is a gorgeous Bombay style. I am going to put the bracelet down so I can actually manipulate this because unfortunately only two hands. Now this item number here, I'm also going to put my hand behind here so that the camera doesn't try to get my face. These in the store retail for $295, but they are $20 off tonight, $275. These are sterling silver. You are looking at that beautiful hand-done enamel. I hope you can see all of this. And all of these gorgeous CZs. I also want to show you the back here on these because these also have that incredible workmanship. I actually think I'm going to take them off of one at least, off of the form in order to do this. So what you're going to see is this is an Omega back. Extremely, extremely comfortable. This is actually my favorite type of back for an earring because usually people say that these are extremely comfortable. Also, if you are somebody, these may be too heavy, but depending upon the weight of the earring that you have, the great thing about the Omega back is oftentimes if you do not have pierced ears, you can have this little post clipped off, sanded down a little so it's nice and comfortable, and then literally this becomes a clip. But you're never going to have to worry about finding the back of this. I'm going to show you the direct back here so that you can see all of that beautiful back plate, that gorgeous gallery work here. Again, These are all small details, but the reality is when you buy a quality piece of jewelry, look at those details, because those details, they do build cost into it, but the reality is that's how you tell a fine piece of jewelry, a piece of jewelry that is going to literally stand the test of time. These are also done in sterling silver, just so that you know. Sterling silver is a naturally white metal. Silver is a naturally white metal. Sterling silver is 925 parts pure silver, and then 75 parts alloy. And those 75 parts add a little bit of strength and a little bit of solidity. Yes, solidity is the word to the piece. But this is a beautiful piece, and I'm going to show you one last time with the bracelet. Look at this. This is a great combination. So literally for $4.95 and $2.75, my math is horrible. So that's $6.95, $7.70? No, 7. Okay, you're going to have to do the math, I'm afraid. But for not a lot of money, less than $750, I think, you can get both of these home. This is a great combination. But again, if you decide one or the other, the bracelet is beautiful because it's going to be something that is going to make a definite major fashion statement. The earrings are something that you'll be able to wear day in and day out. They are extremely, extremely comfortable. They also are not extremely heavy. They've got a nice luxurious weight to them. So they are going to be a piece that when you put them on, you are going to really enjoy wearing them. So your choice, again, the bracelet, $495 tonight. That is 28% off of the original price of $695. Or the earrings for $275. That is $20 off of the original price of $295. By the way, I didn't really tell you, but these have a drop of about 3/4 of an inch, if my memory is correct. 3/4 of an inch drop, and they are about 1/2 an inch wide. So these do have a great bold statement to them. I'm going to put these down and we're going to move on to the next piece. We've got so many things to go through, and I want to make sure that I get to all of them. Okay, so guys out there, or if you have a guy on your list, or if you have a guy that you got something for and not quite right, or maybe deserves a little bit more, then I have a great piece for you. Look at this bracelet. Chic, rugged, masculine, very elegant, very current, very much on trend. People are doing so much with leather. This is an incredible, incredible piece. It is actually one bracelet, but it looks like what everybody's doing right now. All the young people are doing this right now. They're taking like 2 and 3 and 4 and adding them together into these phenomenal stacks. This is a stack that is already done for you. This is a price of $90 in the store. Tonight, there is $36 off of this. So this is $54 for this show. And what you're getting is 3-in-1 here. You're getting that classic band style. You are getting that gorgeous, look at the braiding on this, all of this beautiful braiding here. You are getting braided with a little bit of a charm on top. The charm is two-tone, so it's going to go with everything in his wardrobe. And it could be great for a woman too. This is something that I think is kind of unisex, but I do really love the look of it. And if you are worried about the size, as I said, this is $54, regularly $90 in the store. This is 8 inches long. However, I want to show you this clasp. This is the most amazing clasp. It has this kind of beautiful finish to it. It's a matte finish, almost like an antiqued kind of finish. But watch how this works. This simply has a little bit of a magnet in. You pull this out and look at this. It will go right back into, there it goes, right back into shape. It is an incredible piece, but there's actually a little bit of a secret here, because if you did want to wear this, and if you did want to give this to somebody who had a smaller wrist, all you really need to do is this section here actually comes out. Same idea. You just pull this out, pull this little spacer out, put the spacer down, and then connect this. and the bracelet is smaller. So it does have adjustability. It's going to be, again, one of those things that's it's chic, it's elegant, it's what everybody's wearing right now. So if you are somebody who likes to be right on trend, somebody who really likes to be current in their fashion, this is a great piece. And also, literally for less than $60, you can give somebody a phenomenal piece like this that's literally going to be a go everywhere piece. It's going to be rugged. It's going to stand the test of time, which I always really love. I hate pieces that are kind of throwaway pieces and you see this all the time in jewelry stores. These pieces that, you wear them once or twice and then, hey, you're never really going to wear them again. This is something that I think that you will have years and years and years of joy out of. Again, the price here is $36. I'm sorry, it's not $36. It is $54. It is $36 off of the original price of $90, which is in the store. Beautiful piece, and again, able to be shortened. So if you have someone on your list who really likes that kind of very current, very modern, kind of a little bit more rugged feel, this is a great piece. I'm going to put this down and we're going to move on to our next piece. And this will definitely take the winter doldrums away. I think this piece is absolutely incredible because it has so many great features to it. Let me show you a little bit of a close-up here. I'm hoping that you're getting to see this with the light. So this is a gorgeous sterling silver chain necklace with blue topaz all the way through it. You actually have 20 blue topaz here, and they consist of, you have 10 pear-shaped blue topaz, and then you have 10 round blue topaz. The pear-shaped is 10 millimeters by 7 millimeters. The round are 4 millimeters. They are all bezel set. And what that means to you is that when you wear this, the bezel setting is going to mean that it is not going to catch on on your sweaters. It's going to be extremely beautiful. The chain here is sterling silver. It is 28 inches. Now I have shortened it to put it on that prop. It is a very easy to shorten because it does have this lobster claw clasp. I'm going to show this to you right now. Literally undo the lobster claw clasp, and if you wanted to put it on its outermost piece, there you go. And you have 28 inches of gorgeous sterling silver and blue topaz. By the way, blue topaz is it's a unique stone because it literally is the birthstone for both November, because topaz is the birthstone for November, but we December babies have kind of like usurped it a little bit as well, because if you are somebody who says, you know what, I'm not really a turquoise person, I'm born in December and I don't really like turquoise, this is the alternate birthstone for December. As I said, they are all bezel set. Oh, by the way, this is also an official 4th anniversary. Blue topaz is the official 4th anniversary gift. So if you have an anniversary coming up, a 4th anniversary, and you wanted to honor it, this would be a great way to do it. These are all beautiful, gorgeous sky blue topaz. I want to try to see if I can give you the color very, very close. There you go. And the great thing also is that on the Mohs hardness scale, a topaz is 8. What that means to you is that this is something that these are not easily going to be chipped, easily going to be damaged. And this is a wonderful piece for layering. At 28 inches, it will allow you to wear this on the outside of something, framing a necklace that you might have on the very inside. Or if you wanted to, you could literally wrap it around a couple of times on your wrist to create a bracelet that has that kind of layered kind of look to it. Or you could literally shorten this and wear this simply by taking that lobster claw clasp, which I have lost. Here we go. Taking that lobster claw clasp and sorry, excuse me, unhinging it, and you can even hook it right to the chain. So if you wanted to make it really short, you could just hook it right to the chain and leave that chain dangling down the back. And there you have a shorter necklace. So it's going to be something that is also extremely versatile. Now, I don't think I told you the price on this after I talked about all of these great features here. So the price here in the store is $720 regularly. For the show, it's $510. That is a savings of 29%. 29%. So just over $500 gets this home. You are saving over $200. Again, what you're looking at here is sterling silver. These are all genuine blue topaz. They are all beautifully faceted. They are all bezel set. They create these gorgeous stations here. So every time the chain turns, you have another blue topaz coming up. And I just love the pear shape. Pear shapes happen to be very, very much in fashion right now. We're seeing that a lot in engagement rings. And then you also have that gorgeous lobster claw clasp, which is going to give you that versatility. So I am going to put this down because I have a bracelet that goes with it. And I want to make sure that I talk to you a little bit about the bracelet. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this back onto the form and bring up the bracelet and show them to you side by side so you can kind of see how they work together. Now, I've made this kind of short, so just kind of bear with me here for a second. So let me see. I can't do this. Here we go. And here is the bracelet. Okay, this is a heavy form. So this is the matching bracelet, and this is the one that we are going to talk about now. Again, I'm putting the necklace down. The necklace is $720 in the store. Tonight, $510, which is a saving of over $200. The item number 6001955 on that. And now let's move on to the gorgeous matching bracelet. Same idea, same kind of features. What you have here is beautiful blue topaz. You have 6 of the pear-shaped blue topaz, and you have 5 of the round. Same size as the necklace. The pear shapes are 10 millimeters by 7 millimeters. The small rounds are 4 millimeters, so they're actually not that small. They are done in sterling silver. Also, again, done in that gorgeous in gorgeous bezels, so which means that this is not going to catch on things. There are no claws sticking up. If you run your fingers across the top, you'll see that this bezel is extremely smooth and comfortable to wear. The retail price on this is $396. Tonight it's $260, which represents a saving of 1/3. And so that brings it down to a saving of $135. $260 gets this home. These are all done in sterling silver. Look at this. Look at the beautiful color of this gorgeous sky blue topaz. And again, sky blue topaz, remember, it is the birthstone for both November, because topaz is the birthstone for November, or December. It's an incredible, incredible piece. Gives you that same kind of versatility. You also have that lobster claw clasp. So if you are somebody who says, you know what, by the way, this is 8 inches in length. So it is a little bit longer. It's going to fit somebody with a bit of a larger wrist. But if you said, you know what, I don't really have I really have a smaller wrist, you can literally do exactly what I did earlier. You can just clasp this lobster claw clasp on a different part of the bracelet, and voila, you have a smaller bracelet. Very, very beautiful piece. It would be beautiful stacked up with a watch, beautiful stacked up with other bracelets. It brings a little bit of color into your life. And I just love that idea of sky blue topaz. It reminds me, well, they call it sky blue, but it kind of reminds me of the sea on a beautiful warm day. You get all of those gorgeous colors, and they are faceted, so you're getting that great play of light here as well. Again, 1/3 off, the savings of $135, $260 tonight, with $260 for this show. I'm going to put this down as well, and we're going to move on to some of the other pieces. And let me see what we have next. Next, we have, this is so cute. Now, talk about a spring evening or a summer evening. when you see the dragonflies, and it's just really, dragonflies really just conjure up such incredible memories of the summer. And this one is truly beautiful. I'm hoping that you get a good look at this here. This is item number 610442. This is done in 14 karat yellow gold, and these are diamonds here. These are natural diamonds. So the price here is normally in the store $1,025. Tonight for the live show, $750. That's a saving of 26%. What that means is that you are saving $275 with this. Again, I want to give you a really good close-up. You know, the great thing about dragonflies, they are the symbol of happiness, good luck, creativity, playfulness, boldness. And these are done in 14 karat gold. And again, you have all of these gorgeous diamonds here. You've got 14 points of diamonds. I'm hoping that you can see them. I know that I'm moving this around a little lot, but I'm trying to get you the best possible shot here and see that you can make sure that you can see this up close and personal, as they say. Again, 14 karat gold. You have 14 points of these diamonds going across the wings of the dragonfly. And then you've got the solid polished gold body of the dragonfly. Let me give you a little bit of a measurement while that is up there. So the dragonfly measures approximately 3/4 of an inch long by 3/4 of an inch wide. Am I getting that? There we go. 3/4 of an inch wide. So it is a nice size. It's not overwhelming. It's not a big piece. It's a piece that I think that is a very elegant piece. Again, if you wanted to literally use this as a signature piece and then frame it with another station piece, this is the piece that we had earlier. I think that these are great combinations. And I love the idea. Everybody's doing that gorgeous layering right now. And I think that this would be truly beautiful. Again, 14 karat gold. I'm going to take it off of this and going to put it on my hand. Maybe you can get a better view of it that way. By the way, the diamonds also go down the body, which I did not tell you. It is not a highly polished body. My apologies on that. It's literally all of these gorgeous diamonds. 14 points of diamonds total weight here. The clasp is a lobster claw clasp and a nice size, very delicate chain. So it's going to look like the dragonfly is literally just floating right here. The lobster claw clasp is a nice size here. And I also want to point out that when you are buying pieces in gold, you should always look for these stamps and these marks, because those are marks, they're hallmarks that give you not only the manufacturer, but they also give you the carat weight. This one has the 14 karat gold mark on it, which means that it is out of 1,000 parts. It is 585 parts of pure gold, and then other alloys. And the other alloys are mixed with it to give it a little bit of strength, to give it a specific color. For example, you know, if it's not rose gold, but if in rose gold, they often use copper to make the gold kind of pinkish in color. So the alloys do a lot of different things when it comes to gold. And again, this is $275 off of the original price. So $750 gets these home. That's a discount of 26%. 3/4 inch by 3/4 of an inch. Beautifully done in 14 karat yellow gold with 14 points of diamonds on a very delicate and gorgeous chain with a significant lobster claw clasp. The item number here, in case I hadn't told that to you earlier, is 610442. And again, just a beautiful piece, a little bit of a reminder of summer, a little bit of a reminder of those carefree days. And again, if you do love the symbolism of dragonflies, that symbolism of happiness, that symbolism of creativity, this is a beautiful piece for you. I'm taking this down so that we can move on. And we are going to move to a phenomenal pair of earrings. Now, if you idealize, or if you look at those ladies who lunch, or if you emulate, if you like to emulate the style of somebody like Grace Kelly, Jackie Onassis, that kind of very high-end, chic, elegant woman, black Tahitian pearls are basically the buy-in. First of all, pearl earrings are, when you talk about those ladies who lunch, pearl earrings are a staple in a wardrobe. I will tell you that I think pearl earrings should be a staple in every woman's wardrobe. Here, you have something truly unusual because you've got these gorgeous black Tahitian pearls. They are haloed or surrounded by diamonds. So here you have a beautiful pair of earrings. These are cultured black Tahitian pearls. And these, just to give you a little bit of background about black Tahitian pearls. Black Tahitian pearls are valued for a number of things because, first of all, they only come from one mollusk. Only one type of mollusk makes black Tahitian pearls. That is the black-lipped mollusk, and they are also grown only in the South Pacific, in French Polynesia. So it's something that is a little bit more rare. It's something that is a little bit more unique. And this particular mollusk creates a nacre, which is what they coat the pearl with, that is very, very strong. It's very thick, and it's gorgeous in color. You see this beautiful color? It is truly, truly very nice. It kind of picks up, I don't know if you're going to get this, it kind of picks up all these different shades of grays and blacks and taupe, depending upon what you're wearing it with. So if you put it with something, it will kind of help pick up the color, because the nacre, the luster that is what creates the luster on this is really in one of those things that I think, when it comes to pearls, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous luster. You are also looking at beautiful mined diamonds here, natural diamonds here. You're looking at a 1/4 carat total weight. These measure 7/16 of an inch, basically by 7/16 of an inch, because of course they are round. If you want to know about the pearl is an 8mm pearl. What that means is that if you're not familiar with pearl sizes, pearls come in millimeters. 8mm is the significant size of a pearl. They are just one of those earrings, classic, simple, ladies who lunch. This is an incredible piece. Again, $1,760 in the store, $1,760 in the store, and $160 off. So that is $1,600. I want to show you the workmanship on this as well, because I think that this is incredible the way these are done. First of all, it is a butterfly closure and post back. Very simple to do, but look at this. Look at the beautiful work on the back here. Incredibly done. Again, all of this requires a tremendous amount of work. We've all seen pearls where they just drill right into the pearl. And so this has that gorgeous back, that beautiful halo of diamonds around it. Here, I think you're really seeing the beautiful, look at that. You know, the thing about saltwater pearls, or pearls that are cultivated in salt water, they have a different luster, a different nacre finish than freshwater pearls. Their finish is a harder and almost like a more high polished feel, and that's what you're getting here. And that's why this works with so many different colors. I'm going to put this back on the form, but again, before I do, just look. Let me just show you. This is how it's going to look in the ear. Really a very beautiful, thank you for whoever is sending those hearts. I am not going to try these on, but so beautiful piece of jewelry that is really a go anywhere piece of jewelry. It is an investment in quality. It is an investment in durability. It's an investment in something that is going to last forever. And don't be afraid of pearls. The reality is that pearls, the more you wear them, the more your skin touches them, the oils they really actually come to life. Pearls are actually one of those few gemstones, or actually the only gemstone that is organic in nature. So it is not cut from a stone. It was grown in a mother mollusk. And I am going to show you the next piece because this would go perfectly with that. Look at this. Great combination. That's coming up in 1 second. But one last time on this, item number 310168, gorgeous Tahitian pearls. Remember, what you're buying here is not only a very high-end pearl, a very high-end piece of jewelry, because this is done in 14 karat white gold, also with natural diamonds. What you're also getting here is the beauty and rarity of black Tahitian pearls. As I said, they only come from one space in the earth. They only come from French Polynesia, which is in the South Pacific. They only come from the black lip mollusk, so you can't just go and find these anywhere. And also, these are a significant size. 8 millimeters is a really beautiful size for a pair of pearl earrings. Beautifully done. Again, $1,600 gets these home, and I think that whoever gets these is going to have something that literally they are going to put them on, and they're just going to be able to be worn every single place. I'm going to take these down and move on to the next piece, which is the ring that I brought up earlier, and that is this gorgeous cocktail ring right here with a black Tahitian pearl in the center. Look at this. Very organic design, beautiful feel, matte finished, shiny and polished on the inside, and then you have that gorgeous black Tahitian pearl. This particular ring is a size 7. You can have this sized. All you need to do is speak to them at Carroll's Jewelers. They'll be able to do this. A beautiful piece. This is really that very elegant, simple, one-of-a-kind piece. This is item number 30018. It has a retail price of $1,797. For tonight's show, it is $1,300. What you're looking at here is 14 karat yellow gold. I'm going to show you the sides and the back. Of course, it does sit up because of the pearl. Look at that. That gorgeous organic feel, highly polished in certain areas and yet matte on the other. It really works beautifully with the pearl. And again, look at the nacre. Look at the luster that you are getting on the pearl. Pearls, by the way, just so that you know, when they are cultured pearls, there is a nucleus that is inserted into the mollusk, and literally what happens is that nucleus acts as a little bit of an irritant. So just like you would get something in your eye would coat it to try to make it less sharp. That's exactly what the mollusk does, and then you get these beautiful pearls. Again, this is a black-lipped mollusk that created this. It was created in French Polynesia. So you are buying that rarity. You are also buying that quality that people look for in black Tahitian pearls. You're looking for at that thicker nacre, that gorgeous, beautiful color, that beautiful luster. And again, this is a size 7. It can be sized. So it's going to be something that is got that big, bold look on the top and is coming down to a beautiful, beautiful back. This truly does make a beautiful set. If you like high end, if you love that idea of ladies who lunch, if you love those iconic celebrities such as Jackie Onassis, such as Grace Kelly, they always wore pearls. But black pearls, specifically black Tahitian pearls, have really become very, very popular in the past number of years, not only for women, but actually even for men as well. A lot of people are wearing black Tahitian pearls, myself included. But Deborah Messing was seen on the red carpet with black Tahitian pearls a number of years ago. And there are a lot of people now who are just wearing pearls, just because they are truly, truly an incredible, wonderful miracle of nature, the way they're made. Totally organic. And again, the more you wear pearls, the more you love pearls, the more you touch pearls with the oils of your skin, it really is an incredible, incredible gemstone. If you are worried about a pearl, do not worry. You do need to give them a little bit of extra care. And what I mean by that is when you take them off, you wouldn't store them together like this because, of course, they could scratch each other. You want to store them in a soft pouch or in a soft cloth that is really going to be something that is going to protect the pearl a little. You also never clean them with harsh abrasives. You never clean them with normal jewelry cleaner. There are specific jewelry cleaners that work well for pearls, but literally, when you take your pearls off, all you really need to do is take a very soft cloth, you wipe them down slightly and lay them in a safe spot, and your pearls are literally safe. This is a 10 millimeter pearl, by the way. This is 8 millimeters, so just to give you some kind of a frame of reference on size. 8 millimeters here, 10 millimeters here, significant size. That's another thing that black Tahitian pearls are known for, are their gorgeous size. Oftentimes when you look at pearls out there in many stores, or even on most people, oftentimes you see them in that 6-7 millimeter range. Here you've got 8 millimeters and 10 millimeters. So you've really kicked it up a notch. And again, this is $1,300. So that's a significant savings this evening. This is a 10 millimeter black Tahitian pearl, 14 karat gold mounting, beautifully done in both polished. You can see the high polish here, and also that gorgeous matte finish. I'm going to put this down because the next piece is the pièce de résistance, the piece of resistance. Well, I don't know who can resist it. Okay, now's the time for you to get your inner princess vibe on. Everybody knows the iconic ring that Princess Diana received when she was engaged to Prince Charles, that is now being worn by Princess Kate. That ring was a 12 karat sapphire. Here, I am showing you a 10 karat sapphire. Look at this. Look at the beauty of this piece. Now, this is an estate piece, which means that there is only one of these. It can be sized. Currently, the finger size on this is 6.5. But I really want you to just take a moment and just really look at that gorgeous blue stone. Look at the halo of diamonds. Look at the way that it reflects the light, the way it refracts the light. And I'm going to take it off here and give you a little bit of a tour. First of all, I want to show you this center stone. This is a beautiful, gorgeous, cushion-cut, dark blue sapphire. This is approximately 10 carats. So you are approaching princess territory here. But it is such a classic design. It has that halo around the outside. These are all natural diamonds. You've got approximately 25 points. You've got 24 diamonds going around here. You have a little bit of milgrain. As I said, this is a vintage piece. I'm going to show you, well, let me show you the profile first. One of the great things about this is that the fact that it is a 10 karat sapphire, which is significant. The 10 karat sapphire is big. And you can really see, I mean, you can literally, let me just give you a little bit of a measurement here. So literally, you are looking at a ring that is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 long by roughly the same going across. Sapphire is a member, first of all, sapphires have been used in jewelry for centuries. One of the things I absolutely love, it's an old myth about sapphires, is that the ancient world, in the ancient world, they used to believe that the earth rested on a giant sapphire. And that was the reason that the sky was blue. That's the reason that the seas were blue, was this beautiful sapphire that the earth was resting on. Sapphire is comprised of a gem material called corundum. Corundum is the perfect gemstone for pieces that are going to be handed down over time, for pieces that are going to become legacy pieces, for pieces that are going to be worn every single day, like you might want to wear this particular piece. And the reason for that is that when it comes to the hardness scale, diamonds are a 10, corundum is a 9. So you are getting a gemstone that is next down from that. Look at the sparkle. Next down from diamonds. I'm also going to show you the back because this is so beautifully done. Look at how this is done in profile. Look at all of this little detail work here on the shoulder, on the gallery. Very easy to wear because it has got a narrow shank on the back. You're looking at 14 karat white gold in this setting. This is a size 6.5, but if you needed it in another size, not a problem whatsoever. Just speak to Carroll's Jewelers. It absolutely can be sized. And again, this is an estate piece or a previously loved piece that somebody now has passed on to go on to somebody else. I absolutely love this. And the reality is, did I talk about the price? I didn't tell you about the price. Okay, sit back. I know this is something a considered purchase. In the store, as an estate piece, this particular piece retails for $7,730. For tonight's show, you can take $2,300 off of this piece for a price of $5,400. That is approximately 30% off of the retail price. When did you think that you could ever approach that princess territory and have a ring that was almost the size of Princess Kate, going to be the Queen of England, with a 12 karat sapphire, and you can own a 10 karat sapphire? Absolutely beautiful. The sapphire here measures 11 millimeters this way by 13 millimeters this way. It is a cushion cut. Cushion cut is actually one of the oldest cuts of stone, actually, when they started to fashion stones. So it is a beautiful traditional kind of feel. It's an elegant feel. And there is nothing, I think, more elegant than sapphires and diamonds together. Sapphire is also the birthstone for September. So if your birthday is September, this would be a great marker. If you have something coming up that is a significant milestone, whether it's an anniversary, this would be a great piece. If you wanted to use this as an engagement ring, just like Prince Charles did, just like Prince William did, if you wanted to use this as an engagement ring, you could really give this, and it would be the most gorgeous engagement ring. And also, if you are getting engaged in September, or if your anniversary is in September, or the anniversary that you were engaged is September, you have a beautiful memento of that particular month. Beautifully done. Again, look at the workmanship here. Look at the profile. Look at the sparkle. This is an estate piece. I want you to see this gorgeous millgrain work here. Look at that. Now, I think you're getting to see the sparkle here. That is incredible. Just imagine if you were wearing this and out for an evening, and somebody a couple of tables away, they would definitely see this ring. It's an incredible piece. I think it is a true statement piece. It is that high-end jewelry that you're getting literally for just over $5,000. $5,400 is what gets this home. $2,300 off of the normal price of $7,730. And remember, that is an estate price. So if you were to have this appraised, I don't quote me on this, but you can definitely check with Carroll's Jewelers. But if you were to appraise this, I would tell you that I believe that the appraised value, if you had to replace this, would be significantly higher. Also, you've got 14 karat gold. We all know that the price of gold is going crazy these days. So this has all the earmarkings of a legacy piece of jewelry that is one of those pieces that it becomes a family heirloom. It's something that you hand down from generation to generation. And as I said, I realize that $5,400 is a considered purchase, but by the way, I also believe that if you are to purchase any of these things, you have the ability to take an option called Affirm. I think you have to check this by hitting on this, but I do believe you have the option to pay things over time if you wanted to do something like that. So it might make it a little bit more easy on the wallet to do something like that. But I will also tell you that for $5,400, you are getting something, a piece of jewelry that I don't think you are going to see on anybody else. I don't think that you are, well, you're going to see it on the future Queen of England, but you're going to get a piece of jewelry that you will not see on everybody. And I think that that, again, is one of the most beautiful things about having a piece of jewelry and knowing that you are unique, that you have something that is truly unusual. Again, 6.5, it can be sized, so take your opportunity here. I may bring this back if I have a couple of minutes left in the show. Actually, you know what? I am going to kind of leave it on my hand for a moment because my next piece is something that I think would work beautifully with this. Don't forget about this. Again, item number 645694. Originally $77.30 in the store, $7,730. Tonight, $2,300 off of this, or 30% off, brings it to $5,400. It's an incredible piece. If you really do want that high-end look, that princess, if your inner princess is kicked in right now, we've just found the answer. So now let me just take this down, and I am going to move to the next piece, which is our last piece of the show, which would, I think, enhance this beautifully. And we are going to just see that. Look at how nice this is. Beautiful, beautiful band ring. Whoops. Actually, let me show it to you separately so you can see this. Beautiful, beautiful band ring. This is also done in 14 karat yellow gold. And the reason that this works, let me get my face out of there, so beautifully with the sapphire ring, is these are sapphires and diamonds set into 14 karat gold. It is a band style. It is something that would work as a wedding band pushed up against an engagement ring, such as this, or if you wanted to wear this as a wedding band and literally stack other things with it, very, very simple to do. Item number 12031. This in the store retails for $854. Tonight there is also a great sale on this, so you are taking 40% off of this, or $350, $500 for this ring. You are getting 50 points total weight between the sapphires and the diamonds. You are getting a mounting that is done in 14 karat yellow gold. Very smooth. These are all kind of channel set. And what that means is that they are set down into a channel. That means that there are no sharp edges. There are no claws sticking up. It's going to be very smooth against your skin. It will not catch on other materials. It is going to be an extremely comfortable ring to wear. If you had other bands in your wardrobe, whether you have an eternity band, whether you have colored gemstone bands, you can literally put these on either side. This would create a great statement piece. It would be a great, if you were going away on vacation and you wanted to, maybe leave your diamond-studded wedding band at home and wear something like this, it would be incredible to do this. I love the two together, both of them sapphire and diamonds. This 14 karat white gold with diamonds and sapphires, this 14 karat yellow gold. You've got 4 sapphires here, 3 diamonds, a total of 7 stones for a half a carat total weight. It is a beautiful modern take on a wedding band. Again, no sharp edges because these are channel set, so no prongs sticking up. It's going to be incredibly comfortable. There it is in profile for you to see. Again, look at this. I can't stop looking at this. This is truly an incredible, incredible piece. I really do hope someone takes advantage of this because it is really one of those pieces you are not going to find this anywhere else. And again, if you get anything home and you say, you know what, it's not really for me, or it's not exactly what Michael said, or it's not what I expected, you have 60 days to return this. All you really need to do is return it in its original box, in the original condition, and with its original tag still on it, and Carroll's Jewelers will help you with the return. Beautiful, two beautiful pieces. And again, do not forget about this one here, which is the one I absolutely think is one of the stars of the show, or the star of the show. This is $7,700 regular, $2,300 off this for a price of $5,400. And this one here, a retail price of $854. Tonight, $500. There you go. That's the show this evening. Thank you for being with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that ring. I love looking at this. Luke said, thank you to everybody for attending. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll join me next week. Every Thursday night, another show for Carroll's Jewelers. And I hope you will join me. Thank you for being here. Bye.